Here we are again, back with this game. Enjoying this mod so far? Let's get into it. Letting out a loud yawn, I dragged myself through my morning routine. Maybe staying up to read wasn't my best idea. Now that I think about it, I actually can't remember the last time I stayed up to read something other than manga. Yuri must be rubbing off on me. Lately I've been eating breakfast more out of force of habit than anything. And anyhow, the pantry and fridge are starting to look like Sayuri's stomach. Empty. Maybe I can ask Yuri to go shopping with me. That'd be nice. Finish my food quickly and make my way out of the house. After a moment, Sayuri walks up to me. Hi, B. She's bouncing up and down on the balls of her feet. Huh? Hey Sayuri, what's up? I'm just happy to get back into the swing of things. Or is Natsuki bringing in more cupcakes? Ooh, I'd like her to. But I'm not sure about that, given everything that happened. I don't know, I'm just glad to get back into a normal routine. Without all the hullabaloo at the festival, I mean. What's so funny now? Hullabaloo is such a weird word, yeah, you don't say. You're a weirdo, Siri. Nuh-uh, you're one to talk. And so the pot calls the kettle black. What does that saying even mean? We eventually arrive at school and head off to our respective classes. It was respective. I said respective and then I changed it. I don't know why. Anyway, Siri sending me off by sticking her tongue out at me. Cheeky bop. As I approach my classroom, my train of thoughts takes a sharp turn as Sakurai smiles at me. It looks like he's only just arrived himself. Morning, sir. B, how you doing? Very excited, of course. Learning about my favourite subject with my favourite teacher. Bro's a suck up, but I suppose if he's a nice teacher, it's all good. I'm going to tactically interpret that as non-sarcastic. Okay. I laugh, we enter the classroom together. As Sakurai opens his mouth to begin the lesson, some footsteps suddenly stop right outside the room. Ah, Imai. How nice of you for joining us. He raises his eyebrow at her, a mischievous glint in his eyes. Going to get rather fine, aren't we? I'm beginning to think you'd rather be out on a field than to come one of my fascinating lectures. Sorry, sir. She starts bowing slightly, her cheeks red. Sorry. I lost track of time and rushed over as soon as I realised it. Don't worry, I'd much rather be here. She walks over to her desk quickly as Sakurai begins his class. Jesus Christ, bro. That's flopping Yandere familiar ass sound effect. Well, I suppose the school is like Japanese or Chinese, and that is the bell. It's a nice bell compared to our one. Flopping British school bells are so goddamn annoying. Like ring-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding, it's like someone flopping entered the goddamn school with a shotgun. Like, they'd have to make it so irritating. The flopping fire alarm's even worse. My flopping Bultong wrapper's still here from yesterday. Phew, that's everything done for the day. That was the entire day? Just one class? As my last class ends, I let my feet steer me towards the club. Walking down the corridor, I absent-mindedly peer into the emptying classrooms passing by. A couple of students chat to the teacher in one classroom, while a ring of friends laugh together in another. Oh, they look fun to be around. Wait, isn't the green-haired guy from the festival? Yeah, hard pass. Must suck to be someone in that class. Fortunately, all of the club members are in different classes. Speaking of which, that's Yuri coming up now. And, Yuri's in there. Should I ask her to welcome me to the club. Well, no harm in trying. I guess go in full simp mode or subscribe. Oh well, can't say I didn't do something like that last episode. My laugh is changing, I don't know why. It's gone to a hee. It's gone to more of a hee hee hee. Whatever. Hey, you're. Yeah! Yeah! Kid on crack moment. That was a strange, albeit cute sound she just made. God, flopping damn this guy. B. Sorry for my outburst, I was just surprised. You're good. What are you doing? What are you still doing in the class? Everyone's gone by now, so she's the last one here. About that. She motions towards a stack of textbooks on her desk. I was the last one out of the classroom, and my teacher asked me to deliver these to the student council room. She hefts them up in her arms as she speaks, hugging them to her chest. Suppose I should get on that now. Could you let the others know while I'll be late? Hold on, I can help you with that if you want. No, I can handle it. I can't ask you to take my responsibilities for me. Here, this isn't a super serious request. It's no sweating for me, really. It's really alright. I feel bad if I couldn't do even this by myself. But they look pretty heavy, you know. They're really not, so you don't have to worry about it. What is that guy? Top tier simp in the world, bro. She wants to do it by herself, so just let her, right? God damn. Additionally, the student council room is rather close by, so I'm guessing that she just doesn't want to bother me over this. After all, those textbooks can't be that light. Oh, come on, man! Why every video do I nearly throw up? This is not as bad as yesterday, god damn. Spoke too soon. Should I just take her word for it, or go ahead and help her? I think you just let her. Oh, fine, we'll help her then. On an impulse, I reach out and take a stack of books from you. B. Seriously fine, I'm happy to help you out this way. But I don't even know. I don't know why I did that. It's no bother, Yuri. In fact, I insist on carrying this stuff for you. Besides, I can't let a girl do all the dirty work, right? I picked the choice and now I feel like that. I'm regretting that. Because my guy is a top tier simp. He is a fucking top tier simp. He's a goddamn sub. He's like tier 4 sub. I don't see what being a girl has to do with anything. Well, you know, shoes. Looks like that was the wrong thing to say. What I meant to say was that you're my friends, so... Well, when I get going then? But yeah, I told you I could do that by myself. I wasn't trying to be a coy or anything. I guess she really did want to carry them herself. Damn, it's too late to take it back though. I know I should have picked the other one, but I wanted to go on this guy, what he was thinking. Hey, you know what? How about next time I need some help, I'll call you up, alright? That way we're even, haha. I suppose so. What an asshole. We set off down the hall, and soon enough, we're just about in front of the student council room. I'll wait for you outside, alright? Alright, it shouldn't take very long anyway. As she turns to take the textbooks from me, her ankle happens to twist beneath her. Ow! That's nasty when that happens. Almost as if in slow motion, Yuri tumbles to the ground, landing in an ungainly heap on the floor. A redness blossoms in her cheeks. That's only hastened by the giggling and staring of bystanders passing by. Ooh. Yeah, need any help? I reach down to offer her my hand, but she springs to her feet without taking it, avoiding my eyes but staring down, so straightening her skirt. Yeah. You're not hurt, are you? No, it's fine. Yeah, I can take the books now. I mean, she's strong, so I'll give her that. With the books back in Yuri's arms, we awkwardly stand together without saying anything for a few moments. Wait here for a moment, please. Alright, it's like a business meeting. She quickly shuffles into the room in front of us, re-emerging a minute later. What's with the language? Wanna get going now? Yuri nods in affirmation, opening her mouth to speak. However, she's interrupted by giggling from a couple of girls standing nearby. Ah, they were there when Yuri tripped. Don't tell me they're laughing at her. Judging by Yuri's expression, it looks like that's the conclusion she's drawn. She buries her face in her hands, and I can only imagine how red her face is. I can't believe Hey, Yuri. It's okay, really. No one's gonna care or remember what happened in a few minutes. All those giggling girls aren't helping my argument, but what else am I supposed to say? Come on, let's just leave them and get over to the club. You can distract yourself with the books there. With a sigh, Yuri drops her hands from her face. She doesn't say anything, instead opting to shoot me a miserable look. Let's go. You'll feel better when you're back with the others. A few moments later, we arrive in front of the club room. So, how are you doing? How's your ankle? However, she elects to enter the classroom instead of answering me. Alex? Bro's Joe Biden. The elections! Following Yuri into the club room, I call out a name. Yuri! Trouble in paradise? Sorry, I did something wrong. Hey guys, sorry, I just really need to talk to Yuri right now. God damn, bopping. Yuri, can we talk outside? Alright. This is awkward because I'm fighting it and I'm not even goddamn playing the game. Wait, I'm not playing the game, then who fopping is? What am I on about? I meant to say I'm not even in the game. I quickly shuffle Yuri out of the room while attempting an apologetic face at the others. I'll just be boring for you a little bit, guys. Carry on with whatever you're doing. Yuri. Sorry, but did I upset you? Uh-huh, what do you mean? Well, you didn't answer me when I asked you a question before. Oh, I must not have heard you. Really? I can't tell if you're simply making an excuse or not. Sorry, I just don't particularly feel like talking right now. Yuri turns her face away from me, a sheet of silky hair blocking her from view. Suffice to say, I'm feeling rather off balance right now. You don't have to tell me about it if you don't want to. But just know that I'll always provide you a listening ear. Thank you. Sorry about assuming things when I took the books off your hands. Just really wanted to help you. No need to apologise. There's really no logical reason for me to be upset about it. Oh, she's nice, so that's nice. She sighs deeply, closing her eyes. I don't know why I feel the way I feel. Is it strange to say that I don't understand myself? Not really. I don't understand myself 90% of the fucking time. I'm more random than the goddamn Chaos mod. Did I really just make a flopping GTA 5 reference because I don't know what else to say? Actually, it's not just GTA 5 Chaos mod. There's a GTA 4 Chaos mod, I think, GTA San Andreas, probably even a GTA Vice City and GTA 3. And maybe Liberty City Stories. Well, probably, yeah. Also, Vice City Stories, or there's I don't know. Whatever. Is it strange? Oh, wait. I don't think that's strange at all. I think that a lot of people could relate to that feeling, including myself. Yeah, that's what I just said, you popping copycat. Probably takes a lot of emotional intelligence to truly articulate why you don't feel so hot. Copying me. But please, don't be afraid to contact me if you ever need help. I'm a therapist, bro, just in like real life. For that matter, don't be afraid to contact any of the other girls as well. I'm sure they pick up the phone pretty fast. I think you mean quickly. Never mind. Well, I'm glad to have you support me. Yeah, of course. Don't be questioning my grammar though. You son of a... Won't finish that. You know what I mean. Would you like to head back inside right now? Others must be wondering what we're doing out here. Nothing sus. Oh, alright. Wouldn't want to keep them waiting too long, I guess. Monica tries an eyebrow at me as I head back inside, Yuri trailing along behind me. Suppose her ankle's better. Had a pleasant conversation then? Sure, pleasant enough. Geez, next time you spend half the club standing around outside and forcing an an actually integral member of the club to do the same. Just don't bother to come. Integral member? Huh? I mean, it's not like I meant anything special like that. I just meant that you're the big one of the four, like the original members. So yeah, don't look too deeply to it. Natsuki asking Yuri not to analyze words is like me not to eat. You know, it's not saying much if you're part of the big four when there's only 5 members of the club. You know what I mean. Looks like Natsuki's fonder of Yuri than she lets on. Hey, stop ganging up on me. Oh, it's good to be back. Good to be back in Goofy, Ohio. I really need some fopping music for this scrap. This is boring as fop. Wait, is this me getting bored of this game? Oh no, that's not good. Today, Yuri and I are going out shopping together, and judging by the sunny weather, it's always sunny in this fopping place. Jesus Christ, man. Can I move to this fopping place? Or the game place? Because they're right here. It's sunny like fopping once a week. Well, it's more this week. There's been more sun than usual. But British weather, you know what British weather is like. You don't have to be British to understand British weather. It's pretty fopping bad all the time. That's why they say British summer is not a British summer. It's like British rain summer. A rain summer is like a thing, like, well, what's it called? Like a rain shine or something? I don't know. Today you're, oh wait, yeah, I can't even remember the last time I went food shopping of my own volition. I think that says. I'll have to admit, I was surprised when you messaged me about it. Yeah, just gets kind of boring for me personally shopping alone. And sorry about the burp, by the way. You know what it's like with this flopping game. For some reason I burp every 5 minutes. And I figured that you make great company. Well, I can't say I relate to feeling bored. I can say I relate to... Oh, what the fuck? Whatever. I actually rather enjoying spending that much time with my thoughts to myself. Oh, I guess that does make sense. Not to say that I don't want to be here right now. I mean, it's a nice change of pace, being able to talk to someone and gather their opinions on different products. And I did have to buy more groceries too. No worries, I get you. You know, you kind of sound like Natsuki there. Ooh. Yuri's pretty cute when she gets flustered. Hey, that's the game's words, not me. I nearly have to bite my tongue to stop myself from teasing her so I can see her get flustered again. This guy is so pathetic. Careful, B, she's not Sayuri, and she might not respond well to teasing. Although she probably wouldn't respond as badly as Natsuki. Yeah, maybe. Ah, and there's the store. Why does this look like a flopping... Oh, not the rainbow. There's no rainbows! Except that one. That's not a rainbow. What is this, an elementary school? Or what is this, the LGBTQ store? It's flopping rainbows everywhere! Oh my god, I've entered LGBTQ heaven! What the fuck is this? By the way, what items are you looking for? Oh, just some basic stuff like ramen and frozen foods. Ramen noodles, nice. Pretty much just instant food. Oh, I see. Can almost feel the judgment. Note to self, learn how to cook. Something that takes more than 2 seconds to make. A guy who can cook is never a bad thing. Sure, I guess. Do you happen to have everything else you need then? What do you mean? I meant things such as vegetables, spices and the like. Yeah, those are hardly ever in my house. I actually don't have that stuff at home. Usually I just make pre-made food. You know, food that you just heat up or boil for a few minutes. You parents usually cook meals and buy fresher ingredients then? I wish. It'd be great if my mum was home and more often to do that. Although I can't be ungrateful. The reason why she's away all the time is because she needs to raise me as a single mother. And that's definitely not an easy task. I actually do most of the cooking since my mum's usually out for work. Ever since she's she got this huge promotion, she's had to travel the world on business trips to see clients. Oh, I see. She looks away for a moment. What about your father? Oh, well, my parents got divorced some time ago. Okay, cool. Relatable. I'm sorry, B. You don't have to talk about it if you prefer not to. No, it's fine. I've come to terms with it already. Everyone was all fine and happy when I was a kid, but my parents gradually started arguing more and more as I grew up. Now that I look back, I think it was because my dad took my mum for granted. Like, even though they both worked, I also cooked and cleaned and did all the usual homemaker stuff. I started getting more and more stressed out because of everything until they finally split. It ended when my mum and my dad just left. I think he has a new girlfriend, but I haven't seen him a lot. Good job, bro. I don't know, I just feel kind of weird whenever I talk about my dad having a new partner. Yuri gazes at me with a gentle look on her face. Surprising, her eyes hold the gentle understanding in them rather than pity. Sorry, I didn't mean to go on about it. I usually bottle this stuff up, so I guess I just floated out. That's alright, B. There's no need to apologise. I'm becoming Yuri, I swear to God. My guy is becoming just like Yuri. I can't say I have much experience with dealing with divorced parents, but if you ever need to vent about it, I'll be there. After all, it's only fair that if I reciprocate. I don't know. Thanks, and yeah, just having someone to listen helps. We moved through the aisles in a companionable silence for a while. The light from the fluorescent strips overhead shine brightly off the jars and packages we pass by. There's a small clinking sound as Yuri softly drags her fingertips across a row of jars containing kimchi. So, Yuri, do your parents do most of the cooking? I typically prepare the real meals. Oh, what do you normally cook? She takes a moment looking at some of the food in front of us. Some of my favourite foods are fish-based. Ooh, nice. There's nothing as delectable as teriyaki salmon, in my opinion. The salmon's not that bad. She stands up straighter as she says this, a smile growing on her face. I really do enjoy home cooking. Most people look forward to eating out at restaurants, but I've always preferred eating comfort foods at home. Sometimes a simple rice dish is all it takes to warm you up inside. You should actually try making one sometime. They're very convenient and extremely quick recipes. Oh, can you give me some recipes then? Ooh, they hardly need recipes. One thing I usually reserve for breakfast is egg rice. Egg rice! You got the egg rice! I assume that you have a rice cooker at home then, yes? Who doesn't have one? Yeah, this is definitely China. Or some flopping Asian game, but then again, I'm pretty sure this is an anime game, so of course it's Asian. Well, that simplifies things a lot. All you have to do is make a bowl of nice, fluffy white rice and dig a small dipper in the middle of the rice. I'm getting flopping rice cooking lessons. I don't even have rice. I hate curries though. Like, no offense to any Middle Eastern countries or India or anything like that. I don't like curry. Sorry y'all. Anyway, why am I talking about curry? We're not talking about curry because curry has rice in it most of the time. After that, you crack a raw egg in the middle, season with soy sauce and rice seasoning. Mix it together with your chopsticks and you're done. Oh, that does sound really simple. Although I think I ran out of rice seasoning a long time ago. Well, I can pick up some now. It really is a delicious dish, despite or perhaps because of its simplicity. The frosty lightness of the egg paired with the subtle sweetness of the rice and rich savouriness of the seasonings. I actually like to sprinkle on some chopped green onions at the end too, for that extra bit of freshness. My mouth is watering at this point. I feel like I'm watching an Uncle Roger video for some scrap. Ooh, that's what comfort food does to you. One of my guilty pleasures is even simpler though. Sometimes when I don't have the time or energy to cook, I take cold leftover rice and pour some hot tea over it. Wow, you're more of a tea lover than I thought, haha. May sound strange, but it's a delight. I pair it with slices of pickled daikon. I get you though. When I was a kid, my mum used to give me leftover rice drizzled with soy sauce if I begged for a snack whenever she was too busy to cook me something substantial. Now I think about it, it probably tastes similar to egg rice. Most likely, yes. I do enjoy making more complicated side dishes to accompany rice though. Vegetable stir-fries are dishes that I return to quite often. I do enjoy the combination of sweetness and umami. Umami? What the hell does that mean? The way an onion's sharp, sweet taste pairs with other vegetables such as mushrooms and bell peppers really satisfies my appetite. Wow, you're quite a chef, eh? She starts blushing and puts her hands together. I just know how to I just know some family recipes is all. Once you understand the basics of cooking, it's quite easy to make something appetizing. If your cooking is anything like your poetry, I'd love to learn from you. I'm not aiming to be a master chef, but I could use just a bit. I could learn even just a bit from Yuri. I could probably mix up my dinner some. As we pass through the freezer aisle, I fill up a good portion of my basket with bags of frozen dumplings. That's good. So you really like frozen dumplings then? I guess. Well, while I do like dumplings, the brand of Groja is a bit special. Yuri stares at the freezer for a moment. How so? Well, I guess they hold some nice memories. Even though my mum did make homemade dumplings sometimes, my dad and I always liked this brand of frozen dumplings the most. I guess it is kind of became one of our favourite meals, despite, well, a frozen food. That always drove my mum crazy, haha. My parents have always been busy at work, but when we tried to have at least one meal together as a family every day. Then after a while, we went from having them every day to every other day. And for a lot of those meals, my mum ended up making me the gyoza because my dad and I wanted them. Relatable. Why didn't you try making them yourself? Well, we tried, but my dad and I always burnt them, haha. We tried boiling them too, but I prefer them fried. His dad seems like a popping good person. So yeah, I guess I'm kind of conditioned to associate these dumplings with good times spent with my family. Oh, I see. For a moment, Yuri is lost in thought. So do you still burn them, or... Hey, what kind of an opinion do you have about my cooking? I never burn them anymore. Well, I rarely burn them. Yuri giggles at my admission. Suppose you've made quite a lot of them then. Sure have. I miraculously haven't got tired of them yet either. Actually, there's a funny story attached to one of the first times I tried making them for myself. Oh, what happened? Do you remember when I talked about how Sayuri almost burnt our house down after she tried cooking? Yes, I believe I do. Well, that was the first time we tried making these dumplings ourselves. I left Sayuri in charge when I went to the bathroom. Then I started smelling smoke accompanied by her yelling from downstairs. Apparently she tried to pick up the pan the dumplings were frying on and somehow burnt herself and flopped the pan in the process. All the dumplings were scattered on the stove, those poor dumplings. She started panicking and before she knew it, the dumplings were on fire. I'm just glad her parents kept a fire extinguisher underneath the sink. It sounds like you had quite the time. Seems funny. Yeah, and luckily Sayuri wasn't burned much by the pan. All well that ends well, I guess. Seems like these dumplings are to you as long as tea is to me. How so? Well... Sorry. She picks up a package of long tea. When I was younger, my mother always made fresh tea when I arrived home. Occasionally it was another kind of tea, but we usually had a long. At first I was indifferent to the tea, but over time I developed a taste for it. Cool. Now whenever I drink it, it reminds me of her. That's really nice, Yuri. I guess we're more similar than I imagined. You know what, I have an idea. How about we cook something together at my house this weekend? Are you certain? I mean, I'm not exactly an expert in preparing food now. Well, good thing I'm no expert either. That way we can learn together. I see your point there. Would Sunday morning work? It's always Sunday. I apologise, I have some obligations that I must attend to on Sunday. He looks up and away for a moment, after a moment waving her hands. No, not that I don't want to spend time with you. But Sunday's usually a day I spend. She turns away again. I guess she's lost in thought. Either that or she really likes whole wheat bread. How about Sunday night? Yes, that would work. Well, we might have a flopping light show because the whole house gets burnt up. But we'll see, we'll have to wait and see. Just that sigh of relief and continues walking with me to the checkout. I don't know why I always hold my headphone volume like a flopping pistol or some scrap. Pew pew! Pa pa pa! It's like a flopping Call of Duty Modern Warfare pistol, like one of those really tiny ones. With everything paid for, we start to walk home. As I turn to speak to Yuri, though, I spot a spot of small flashing pink. Hey, look, it's Natsuki. Yuri starts speeding up a little. Do you want to go say hi to her? I don't know. She seems like she might be busy. Besides, don't you need to get your dumplings on the freezer? I mean, I guess, but alright. I guess she does look busy now that you mention it. And there's always tomorrow. In one last glance back, I start walking away again with Yuri. Yuri sighs a bit as we continue walking. I'm guessing she wanted to talk to Natsuki but felt too anxious to do so. Do I make the wrong choices every flopping time? God damn, man. It's alright, Yuri. It's a bit scary to do this kind of stuff sometimes. You'll be able to practice talking more at the club. Yeah. I'll try again another time. Yeah. The walk back is rather quiet. Is Yuri still thinking about what happened? She looks off to the side in quiet rumination all the way back. Well, here we are. Guess we should split up now. Goodbye then, B. Hold on. I say it without thinking, but I just feel a compulsion to not leave things the way they are. Don't sweat too much, Yuri. It might be hard now, but with a little more practice, you'll be able to speak more freely. After all, you were able to make me feel welcome when I first joined the club. So if you can do that, in theory, you could do that for others too. That's true. Thank you for your kind words. I'll definitely talk to Natsuki at school. Oh, and you too, of course. I'll be looking to it. It's night time. It's another day gone. This has been pretty fast paced so far. I like the pace. It's not going on super long, even though it's probably going to turn out to be like goddamn 12 hours anyway. 12 hours? 12 hours the max limit of a YouTube video. I learnt that from when I accidentally left my flopping phone on and record. So basically, I wanted to record a morning and a day of school at the same time. So I began my video at midnight. And, well, not midnight, but I think it's like 7 o'clock or something. I stayed up for a bit, then went to go do my usual routine, got dressed at 8 o'clock, then went to school. It was a school trip, so I recorded the school trip. I went back home, and believe it or not, I forgot to turn my recording off, so it was recording for I think it was like 18 hours or something. Because by the time I realised, it was already like 6 o'clock. It's Saturday. Tonight, I thought they said Sunday night. Tonight, Yuri's coming over to cook with me. So I better make sure that everything's ready for it. She'll definitely have higher expectations than me, that's for sure. Soy sauce, sesame oil, green onions, garlic. Seems like I have everything we need. The kitchen itself, on the other hand, well, it's unkept to say the least. When was the last time I used some of this stuff? I involuntarily grimace. Grimace? What the flop has Grimace got to do with anything? I think he drank the Grimace shake. I know a lot of meme references. As I swipe a finger across the dirty surface of a pan. Definitely not a setting that Yuri would be used to cooking in. A few minutes of blood? Like, actually blood? Probably not blood, it's just saying. Sweat and tears later, everything's clean. Or at least, as the very least, possible. We probably won't use most of this, but with my luck, we'll need the one thing I didn't wash. Right, on cue is a knock on the door. It's either a very polite robber or Yuri. A very polite robber. May I please steal your acquaintances? I'd probably let him too. I'll probably let them take some of my stuff too. I'll be like, you know what, you were polite so you can have something. I won't even call the cops. After quickly drying off the last dish, I answer it. Oh, it's Yuri, there's no robber. She's carrying a few bags that I assume contain groceries. Yeah, probably. Hey Yuri, great to see you. Come on in. Hopefully binge watching various cooking shows featuring an angry chef yelling at other cooks was enough preparation for this. What is he watching? Hell's Kitchen or some scrap? That's probably a Hell's Kitchen reference too. He's been watching some flopping Gordon Ramsay show, I bet. At least it had prepared me for being yelled at for my inevitable mistakes. Yuri yelling at me. As if. After setting the groceries down on the counter, I grab a clean pan. Alright, so what shall we make first? Good question. As long as it doesn't end up with a call to the fire department, I'm fine with whatever. Hello, my house is on fire. Please help me. I am under the water. She giggles slightly. Well, I believe we'll be fine. It'll be good regardless, so come on. Chuckleberry Finn. She stares at me for a solid few seconds. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea what the hell you mean either. What? Yeah, that's me. My apologies, I didn't realise. It's alright, to be honest, it was a pretty bad joke anyway. You don't say, I didn't even flopping get it. Trying to ignore my burning face and move the conversation along. So what do you feel like having? Will you be open to making the Tekari salmon? Sounds good to me. We gather the ingredients and equipment together on the kitchen table. Yuri takes a deep breath and concentrates on the food in front of her. You alright, Yuri? Yeah, it's just that I haven't done this in a while. That is cooking with someone. I can relate to that, huh? I mean, you made it as many times as it sounds like you have. This should be a clinch for you. Thank you for the vote of confidence. She places a scrap of paper with a handwriting written recipe on the counter. What, do we not have technology or something? Well, yes, by the looks of it. The handwriting looks to be Yuri's, but something different about it. Oh god. Suppose we should begin by making the sauce. Sorry about the burp again, by the way. Could you pass me the soy sauce and save me oil? Sure, just tell me what I have to do. This really is like flopping one of my food tech lessons. Well, that's done now. Luckily, I didn't burn down the kitchen, even though I felt like I was going to definitely burn down the kitchen at some point. Surprisingly, I didn't get kicked out of the lesson either for flopping setting something on fire. Okay, could you peel and mince 2 cloves of garlic in the meantime? I have nothing flopping intelligible about cooking, like at all. That's one of the few things I can actually do contemplatively in the kitchen. So you chose a fitting job for me. Mum loves using garlic, so I've seen it cooked often enough to know what I'm doing. After peeling it, I place the garlic under the knife and crush it. Yuri focus on the cooking is intense to say the least. Intense, bro. This guy says intense every goddamn episode. It's like how she is when she talks about literature. One thing that amazes me is how fast and efficient her movements are. The longer we cook, the more confident she becomes. It's rather difficult to keep up with how fast she moves it sometimes. Before I know it, the salmon's marinated in the sauce and ready to be baked. At least I know what marinated means. Kind of. Wow. You talk about how you weren't an expert, yet you're incredible. It's not, I mean, with enough practice. I broke Yuri. Oh no, the system's down. My Wi-Fi in a nutshell. That's like 90% of the time my flopping Wi-Fi is always bugging. Yuri, it's alright. It's not often that I see you have so much passion for something other than literature. Yeah, I am a bit of a fan of cooking. My family had teriyaki salmon. I change the flopping pronunciation of the word every time I say it. Teriyaki salmon dishes every Saturday evening when I was younger. I ended up learning from my mother how to cook it. Eventually, I practiced enough for the whole process to become a bit of a blur. Honestly, I'd wish I'd done the same thing and learned how to make family recipes as well. It's not too late for you to learn, right? That's true. Speaking of family, are you bringing some of the food back home for them as well? Yeah? Oh, the salmon wouldn't be good by the time I return home, so you can have the leftovers. Fine by me. Yeah, at least we get some food. At least we get something other than the garbage food that this guy eats usually. Anyway, can you start cooking the rice while I put the salmon in the oven? Alright, wouldn't be too much of a dinner if it was just salmon. The whole kitchen smells of a salmon with a subtly sweet undernote to it. Man, I wouldn't mind if my kitchen smelled like this 24/7. Maybe now you've learnt the recipe from me, you could cook it yourself. I think I'll want to practice a few more times under your guidance before I can do it myself. Hey, let's see. It does smell rather appealing. The salmon is tender and flaky when I bite into it. It comes apart with no trouble at all. Nice. Means it was cooked right, I think. Oh well. Salmon food is food. As long as it's edible. If it's not edible, then it's not food. Don't eat not edible stuff. Unless you're in the desert or like a really cold area. Then I still wouldn't rate it, but I suppose you have to if that's the only thing you've got. Each and every chew released the birth of an amai, with the teriyaki flavour perfectly complementing the fish. My average watch time for this series is like 0.01. Nobody even watches past like the first 10 minutes. I don't know why I read all this scrap art if nobody watches, but I still do, but whatever. I suppose it is reading practice, I guess. Yuri, this is amazing. It's nothing really. Despite our protest, a smile spreads across her face. A few minutes later, we've had our fill. I had a hard time holding myself back from eating more, but it'll be bad manners to devour everything in front of Yuri. This is really nice. Having dinner with someone over and having something made fresh as well. Ah, it's quite dark outside. Wow, it's already 9. Time flies, eh? Should be going now. It isn't super late, but I think she mentioned before that she wakes up early regardless of the day. You want me to walk you home? She shakes her head. I'll be fine, although I do appreciate the offer. I really enjoyed our time today, B. It's been a lot of fun for me too. You're more than welcome to come over anytime you want. That's much appreciated. Before I know it, she's already at the door. She's popping dream. Oh, could you wait a moment? I believe I forgot something important. Oh, what is it? It's the paper with a recipe on it. No problem, let me grab it for you. After a moment of searching, I spot it next to the stove. Phew, at least it's safe. As I hand it over to her, I take a closer look at the recipe. Oh, your handwriting seems a little different on this note. That's because it's my mother's handwriting. Ah, makes sense. It's just as pretty as your handwriting. Suppose so. I always did admire penmanship. She smiles to herself, a faraway look in her eyes. I don't want to play this game for too long, as I've been doing for the past, like, 4 episodes. 3 episodes, actually. This is the 4th episode. So for anyone who's watching, are you all enjoying the series? You like the series? You don't like the series? In fact, I'll pull a poll up later to see whether you're all enjoying the Doki Blue Skies series, because I am. Well, I'll see you Monday. My words seem to pull out of her thoughts as she pauses for a moment and smiles at me. See you then. It's night time. In fact, it's daytime now, right? Did my guy just sleep through the entire day? It went from nighttime to nighttime. What the fuck is my guy doing? How is it daytime? The bopping scale said nighttime. What is this game? It's a great mod. It's only been about a week or so. A week or so? Only 1 day passed in the scale. But I've been craving Yuri's Teguri Sama a lot lately. Oh god. Well, I suppose if it tastes nice, good. So much that I've apparently been staring into space thinking about it. Wonderful use of club time, B. Hi, B. Ah! Siri suddenly pops up in front of me out of the warning. Siri, don't do that. Do what? Say hi? Don't startle me like that. You mean, don't wake you up like that, eh? Hey, I wasn't even sleeping. You were daydreaming, that's close enough. For you, maybe. Meanie. Anyway, do you need something? So I can't just say hi now? No, you can. I'll have you arrested if you try it from now on. You're so silly. Oh, God. 911, what's your emergency? She said hi again. Okay, we're sending them right over. Yeah, so what's up? Actually, I did want to ask you something. You want to go out with me and Natsuki after the club's only? What are you guys planning to do? Oh, I don't know. We're just gonna wing. We're gonna wing it. I guess Sayuri never really was a planner. Are you sure you won't be butting into whatever Natsuki wants to do with you? Come on, B. We haven't played together in so long. I'm sure she won't mind. Jeez, all right, I'm in. But you have to tell one to Natsuki that I'm coming along too. Okay, it's a deal. Okay, everyone, I think that's it for today. Good work, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Yuri slides up to me as I wave goodbye to Yuri. Not gonna lie, I kinda wanted to hang out with Yuri instead. Oh, well. I guess I've been doing that a lot lately, and Sayuri is right. It has been a while since I've hung out with her. Still. Are you ready to go? Yeah, I guess so. Did you tell Natsuki yet? About that. Sayuri. I'll do it now. Hi, Natsuki. Hey, let me make sure my manga's put away properly before we get going. By the way, can we invite B too? Why? I shrug and smile when Natsuki narrows her eyes at me. It'll be fun, please. Oh, fine, but only because it's you asking. Yay, let's go. Wait, I still need to check up on my manga. God. 10 minutes of Natsuki's fussing and half an hour of walking later, we're strolling through the downtown area. So, what do you guys want to do? I think Natsuki wants to buy more manga. Hey. Well, a new chapter of the manga I'm reading came out, so to the bookstore it is then. Boring as hell. Oh, so you come here to buy your manga. Got a problem with that? No, it's just that usually I go to A books for mine. Well, I go there sometimes too, but the magazine I wanted to pick up today is cheaper here. Which magazine is it? Natsuki makes a beeline to the table with manga and holds up a colory illustrated manga magazine. The character that's drawn out on the cover has exceedingly huge eyes. This looks like the type of things that perfect girls have been published in. This is probably one of the best shoujo manga magazines in circulation now. I mean, Perfect Girls was first published in this. Yep, called it. Look, it even comes with a little free gift. She points out a small packet attached to the back. Looks like this month's issue comes with a pack of gel pens. Nice. Tried to tell me your manga can beat that. I mean, mine certainly didn't come with gel pens. Exactly. I tend to tell Yuri as Natsuki starts plopping through her magazine. Do you have anything you need to look for? No, I don't think so. Oh god, I need to pop and look for... I need to look for salvation from my burping problem. Every time I make a video on this game, I just pop and burp. I don't know why. Sorry. Oh wait, I actually need to buy a new copy of the English workbook. Huh? Why? Don't tell me I lost it. Jeez, we better go look for it then. Hey Natsuki, Sayuri and I are going to go find a workbook. Have fun with that. I'm going to be here for a while. Of course. We begin walking through the aisles, scanning the titles of the books. Manga, light novels, children's fiction, adult fiction. There we go, education. I wonder, should I get something for Yuri? It would definitely be nice to repay her for the copy of Portrait of Markov. What book could I get her that she hasn't read yet though? Hey Sayuri. She looks up from pursuing a table of workbooks. Has Yuri ever mentioned any books that she wants? Like one she hasn't bought yet? No, at least I don't remember it. She'd probably just buy it for herself though if there was a book she was interested in. You wanna get something for her? Yeah, I just thought I'd thank her for giving me Portrait of Mako. That's sweet, Evie. Oh, there it is. Sayori trumpantly picks up the book she was looking for. Anyway, if you don't know what book to get for her, how about buying something else? Oh, like what? I don't know, the bookstore sells stuff like stationery too, right? That's actually a really good idea. You should listen to me more often. I would if you always had good ideas. What? Are you saying that I don't? Hey, you're the one who said it, not me. She sticks her tongue out at me, of course. Fobbing childish. How about helping me find the stationery section? Sometime later, we find ourselves back at the front of the store in Natsuki. Oh, there you guys are. What took you so long? Sorry, I was looking for something to get Yuri. Held up slim package wrapped in cellophane. We found some really nice heavy-duty parchment paper. Actually feels pretty satisfying to write on. I'd use it for myself if it wasn't so expensive. Did you guys pay for everything then? Yep, we're all good. So where are we heading to next? If you guys are hungry, I know a pretty good place to get some food. I gotta admit, my guy's hanging out with the ladies, so that's nice. I don't hang out with old ladies. I'm wasting my time. Ooh, what kind of food? It's... Natsuki shoots me with the bracelets glances. Well, it's this little tea and crepes place I discovered a while back. But I wouldn't expect a boy to be able to appreciate sweets. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Tea isn't even sweet. It's basically just bitter leaf juice. No, not that kind of tea. It's the sweet kind of tea, like milk tea. You know, the type that you would put like Tropica pills in to make boba. Boba? Oh, you mean bubble tea? Yup, but I like calling it boba because that's what it's called where it came from, Taiwan. Are we Chinese? I swear this is like Chinese or something. Oh, it could be Japanese. That would also make sense. Either way, it's an anime game. Oh well. You're totally the type to watch something with subtitles because it sounds more arrhythmic in the original language, huh? No, it is more arrhythmic when it's not dubbed. Calling it boba is more Natsuki-ish anyway, because it sounds so cute when you say it. What? I'm not cute. She hates being called cute. You know, it's supposed to be a compliment when someone calls you cute. Not the way you guys say it. How else does she want us to say it? Anyway, what do you mean I wouldn't be able to appreciate it? Just because I'm a guy doesn't mean I don't like sweets. After all, I grew up with Sayori, and you know how she is with them. So it's only because of me that you can appreciate them? That's not what I meant. What Sayori said does make sense. Of course, you'll never be able to reach our caliber when it comes to that stuff. Bruh, I think your flopping got me mistaken, woman. But if we're already used to it because of Sayori, we might as well go. And with that, Natsuki drags us along with her. I'm not sure what kind of logic she uses, but if it works, she's probably just embarrassed about showing me her interests. Maybe she doesn't like to hang out with many guys. Probably. This game has so much OST. Here it is. Hateful Tea. It looks like a very generic modern cafe. It's pretty empty right now, but I guess this time of day isn't peak to go rush out for any cafe. I haven't been here in too long. Hurry up and order, guys. Ugh. Hold on, we don't even know what's on the menu. If you take too long, I'm gonna order for you. Isn't that a good thing? Natsuki readily rattles off an order to the cashier. It's clear that she's been here more than a few times before. What do you think you're getting, Sayori? No. I don't know. What about you? I don't know either, huh? Jeez, don't you dare to do that thing where you stand there indecisive for like half an hour. The tone on her voice is as bossy as ever. There's a surprisingly big smile on her face. Even Natsuki can't keep up that act forever, huh? Alright, I'm just gonna go with this. Before you know it, we're all seated around the table with our drinks in hand. Natsuki got some kind of rose milk tea with heart-shaped strawberry jelly. That drink was definitely made for her. You don't say. Meanwhile, Sayori and I ordered a passion fruit slush and a green tea mango drink, respectively. Whoa, this is so good. No wonder you like this place so much. Yeah, I think I'll have to come back here in my own time. And that's why you trust in my taste. Whatever. She thumbs through a manga as she takes a sip of her drink. That reminds me, what manga are you catching up on? Oh, whoops, whenever I come here, I usually have new manga with me, so I get into the habit of reading while drinking. Yeah, it's fine. I understand how eager you are to start the chapter. Yeah, it's so frustrating to have to wait a month for the next one. And don't get me started on the hitusis. Hey, manga artists are humans who need breaks too, you know. I know, but I wish I could just buy all the manga it was. Anyway, this one's about a girl who discovers these guardian characters that can unlock people's true potentials. Her character design is really nice too. Welcome to Anime Central. She holds up a manga and points at one of the characters. It's a girl with a shoulder-length, layered hair clad in a school uniform that's fashioned in a tomboyish manner, complete with a tie and a random belt. I've always liked these kind of visual key-ish designs, like the kind of glamorous and androidous and whatever. Really? I always thought you liked manga with cute looking characters. Well, I do mean I like cute characters, but I also like cool ones. If you like that kind of fashion, why don't you try dressing that way? Well, you know how hard it is to change your style. To be honest, I kind of do want to try it at least once, but it feels so weird to dress differently. It's like I'm already too comfortable in my current clothes for a change. Plus, I feel like it's so out of character for me now at this point. What do you mean? Okay, have you ever watched the anime Rose Revolution? No, I can't say I have. Me neither. Well, it's pretty old, so that's to be expected. But for now, all you need to know is that the main character is a girl named Utena, and her best friend is a girl called Wakaba. Wakaba? Wakaba? Who the fuck is called Wakaba? Sounds like a flopping Wookiee name. Welcome to Star Wars, people. You know I have to make a Star Wars reference now, don't you? I had to use the actual flopping video player instead of actually downloading the song because it wouldn't download. Alright, enough with Star Wars. So, Utena, I've got to check if I'm recordings. Oh, yep, we're all good. Oh, been an hour? So Utena is the coolest of cool. She's a girl, but she wears a boy's uniform and even has a fan club of girls at the school. Meanwhile, her best friend is super cutesy and girly, and really depends on Utena for things. You can probably guess that she wears a girl uniform. It'd be really weird for Utena and Wakaba to swap uniforms, right? So is she transgender? Because if she's transgender, that's flopping stupid. These flopping trans rights activists and all that scrap, you're flopping stupid. It's flopping weird. If you're a girl, stay a girl. If you're a boy, stay a boy. You don't flopping switch genders, you flopping weird assholes. Well, I haven't watched the anime, so I don't really know how they really look, but I think I get what you mean. But you're not a character in an anime. Are you sure? I think you technically are characters in anime. Well, an anime game. It's basically anime either way. Hey, at least it's not hentai. Can't you change if you want to? Not like immediately though. Plus, you know that there's gonna be a bunch of people judging you for it. Sometimes facing judgment for the sake of change is not worth it though. Yeah, anyway, it's not like I dislike cute clothes. I'm not dumb, you know. I picked out my clothes because I thought they looked cute, and I like cute things. But I don't want to be a wakaba. I just wish I could be cool as Utena. She's so independent and strong. I think I understand how you feel. Wanting to be depended on rather than depending on others. Man, when this conversation gets so serious. Suki, if you want, we could go clothes shopping sometime. Then you could try out different styles and see if there's anything you like. No, I'm not going on that fucking clothes. I'm not going on a clothes trip. What? There's an uncertain tone in her voice, but Natsuki's smile is genuine. If you go clothes shopping with Sayuri, she's just gonna say you look good in everything. Hey, there's nothing wrong with a little positivity. That's something you've really got to learn, B. What about Natsuki, I'm positive that I'm more positive than you, B. I roll my eyes at that. This has been so fun, guys. We should do this more often. Yeah. I think I have to go now, though. Can't be late for dinner. I don't want to do this again. I guess we should go too, then. Are you going out to eat? Nah, I just don't want to miss my dad's cooking. Okay, then. Do you want us to walk you back? I'm good, see you at school. Exchanging goodbyes, Sayuri and I begin walking back. Honestly, this is more fun than expected. Not for me. Although it was just Natsuki leaving us around the personal routine, we had some nice conversation together. Plus I got to buy something for Yuri. Hope she appreciates this stationery. It really took a huge chunk out of my pocket money. How does he get pocket money but his mum's like overseas at the scrap? Who's giving him the pocket money? A ghost? Ha ha ha. Still don't get how this guy has pocket money, yet he's bopping mums overseas and his dad's like probably flopping in a strip club in goddamn bopping San Diego or something. Is San Diego is a place, right? Isn't it like in like New Mexico or something? Albuquerque, New Mexico. Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad theme. I should make a mix of that. I'm gonna do that later. I idly twirl my pen around my fingers, sighing at a blank piece of paper in front of me. You think that with all the poems I've written so far, it'll be a pretty easy start on yet another one. But I'm having trouble gaining any inspiration in writing a horror-themed poem. This is what it meant by a skip Halloween feature. We're not gonna skip Halloween. In order to celebrate Halloween, Monica has asked us to write themed poetry. I'm supposed to have some kind of Halloween poetry as well. I don't know what to expect, but I'm looking forward to it. I did watch a horror anime to get in the mood, but I'm not sure if it helped much. Play Flopping Friday the 13th. Did you do a poetry on that? The sound design successfully created tension that kept stacking up over time. The graphics were creepy, quite creepy as well. They were done in the style of old paper puppet crafts, leading an air of mystery and age to the stories. Despite all this, though, my mind still draws blank when I comfort the paper in front of me. Doesn't help that I hardly got any sleep last night either. It's hard to shake off the feeling of exhaustion. I don't want to procrastinate too much, but come on, I've got to think of something. How in the world does Stephen King do this? Who's Stephen King again? Forgot who he is. Alright, it's getting a little bit late. But it wouldn't hurt to go out and walk around for a few minutes. Exercise can energize you, right? I could always pick up a can of coffee. A can of coffee? They have cans of coffee in Asia. We just have cups of coffee and scrap. Or tea somewhere too. Plus, something might come to me when I'm walking. Walking around in the middle of the night, that's just never a good idea. Especially not in my country. Britain, walk around in the middle of the night, you're most likely going to get fopping chefed up, as they'd say it. AKA you'd get stabbed. Or you'd get robbed. Or both. Because darkness, you know what roadmen are like, and all these like goddamn drillers and scrap. I mean that in drill music. It's not called trap music, it's called British drill music. As I'm waiting my outside, I see stars here and there beginning to emerge from the darkening sky. Looks like there might be a small chance of rain and it's a bit nippy as well. I don't think there's anything I have to worry about now. What's a good place to go for poetry inspiration? I stretched languidly as I strolled past a set of train tracks. Horror. Isn't there a graveyard around here somewhere? If I recall correctly, it's a quick walk away from where I'm at. It'll probably seriously creep me out, but art requires a sacrifice. A few minutes later, I spot the wrought iron gate to the cemetery. It's quite dark, and as there aren't any lights. What am I gonna meet, a zombie? But I can still make out the dark greens of the ivy snaking up at the iron fence, as well as a flash of violet just inside the gate. Wait a minute. Yuri? What the fuck is Yuri doing around here? He seems to panic for a moment after noticing me, but quickly regains a composure as we approach each other. Hi, B. I didn't see you there. Sorry if I started you now. Oh, it's no bother. Wait, why is Yuri visiting the graveyard? Oh. Hey, Yuri, were you trying to find inspiration for your Halloween poem too? She glances around for a minute as if processing my question. Oh, yes, that's right. I'm assuming you were doing the same? Yep. Guess great man thinks alike. Yuri gives a light chuckle at that. Coincidences. Coincidence or not? I don't know. Well, let's look further in, you bopping dumbass. We'll see what happens. I was thinking of getting something to drink too. Wanna come with me? Well, it's getting a bit late. Oh, no problem. I'm just planning on grabbing tea or coffee from the store for a minute. I see. In that case, I could probably keep you company for a bit. Smiling at each other, we start making our way to the shopping district. Shop's still open now? It's like the middle of the night. And Yuri, I think you have something in your shoe. Is that so? We slow to a stop as she runs down to pick up something out of her shoe. Oh, is that a rose petal? Where did that come from? It must have came off the flower arrangements back in the cemetery. Ah, makes sense. It's nice to know that people's graves are being tended in there. I agree. Being forgotten by your loved ones isn't a very comforting thought. Were you walking around there for a while? For a little bit. I had some trouble settling on a certain theme for my poem. That's a surprise considering how much you love horror. You would think so, but it's difficult to pick one cohesive theme when there's so many to choose from. So what do you end up deciding on? Well, would it be alright if I kept it for a surprise for now? Sure, I can respect that. As we pass by a row of small shops and cafes, a few drops of water splash into my face. Ah, great. Rain, for once in the game! We finally got rain! The droplets soon increase in size and frequency, and before we know it, we're caught in a downpour. Should have brought an umbrella after all. You wanna head inside somewhere? Yes, please. We jog up to a convenience store, the cold rainwater splashing up at our ankles as we splosh through the puddles. The entrance under the awning is thankfully dry. The yellowing lights is inside comforting in the night. Flicking the door open, we're met with a small tinkling of the bell. Let's see, where's the drink section? Oh, I think I see it in the back. How is she dry? We just got soaked. I follow you into a drink cooler filled with colourful array of bottles and cans. What are you in the mood for? Pops the door open and grabs a bottle of green tea. Well, I usually prefer my tea freshly made. The occasionally chilled bottle of tea is a nice change of pace. Yeah, it does kind of change the taste when it's hot versus when it's cold. The ices of cold tea can give it a certain sweetness. We continue our conversation as we take our drinks down to the register. It does seem like the rain's letting up. We'd probably get soaked if we were out there now. But we really should be getting back. Over on the other side of the store, I spot a span carrying a few umbrellas. How about we buy an umbrella then? It'd definitely beat getting sick while trying to get back home. Suppose we could do that. Stepping away from the counter, I grab a plain black umbrella as Yuri grabs a striped one. Whoa, what are you doing? Buying an umbrella? Oh, we're just gonna share one and save us some money. Make sure, I wouldn't want to be a bother. It'd be unfair to you for you to pay for it too. Don't worry about it. I've been needing a new one anyway. There's no need for us to buy two when just one will work. That's true. Thank you for being so considerate. Fidgets with her hair as she says this, a blush creeping across her cheeks. Man, shy girls are seriously cool. I agree with that. I actually agree with that. You'd think I would be more of like a confident girl thing, but nah, I generally like shy girls a lot more. No problem. Still raining pretty hard. There's no rain effect though. It's just rain in the background. We froze in time! Bro, I'm Thanos! I just froze time. I believe that the bus should be here in a minute. Don't you usually walk around town? Well, yes, but the weather. Alright, let's head to the shop so we don't miss it then. After unfolding the umbrella, I wait for Yuri to join me under it. She's not coming closer though, instead electing to stand still, staring at her feet. Something wrong? No, I'm fine. She inches toward me until there's only a few inches between us. Let's go. We make our way to the bus stop. Once there, I open my bottle of tea. Probably not the best way to drink cold tea, but I've already bought it. Hey Yuri. Yes. I meant to ask you here earlier, but how did you learn to make tea? It's not such an interesting story. Come on, I want to get to know it better. Given that tea is such an integral part of your character, I feel like I should know more about what it means to you. An integral part of my character. I mean, you're passionate about tea, aren't you? I suppose so. But I do have other interests too, you know. Yeah, I was just joking. I guess it just wasn't a very good joke. No, you're fine. I'm just not very good with humor. Yuri sighs, looking up the sky. My mother was the one who taught me to make tea. Ah, that makes sense. She was the one who helped you teach how to cook, after all. Yeah, that's right. I believe I was about to finish primary school when I first tried to make tea. Of course, I didn't go about making it all at once, but over time, she allowed me to do more and more. She taught me how to prepare tea in a manner of ways, from Western to Eastern styles. You'd be surprised at how many different infusers, strainers, and teapots she opened. Sounds like a major hobby for her. It definitely was. My mother even eventually... Well, she said was, not is. A little bit suspicious of that, not gonna lie. Eventually taught me how to properly perform a tea ceremony. Dang, seriously? Why aren't you in the club for that then? I don't know. I was just always intimidated by the idea of actually performing in front of other people. There's so many ways you can mess up. You always seem graceful to me. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the tea ceremony club though, because otherwise I wouldn't have met you. I'm glad to. She blushes and looks down again, smiling at her shoes. I'm not as graceful as you may think though. I kind of find that hard to believe. You just haven't seen me make many mistakes yet. There was one time. I wasn't graceful enough when handling the hot tea kettle one day and nearly spilled it onto myself. My mother realised what was happening and put her hand over the spout to keep it from burning me. But because of that, she ended up with burns on her hand. For a while I just felt so awful, allowing my impetus to hurt my mother. I didn't touch the tea kettle again for a while. Over time, however, I ended up becoming interested in tea again. Well, I'm glad you got back into it. Yuri being clumsy isn't something that I'm used to. When she's calm, she's so elegant. Yes, I am too. Your mum sounds really nice, by the way. I shiver a bit as the wind buffets my body, whipping my clothes around me. Thankfully, the bus shows up a moment later, its bright headlights heralding the arrival. I stumble aboard and manage to find seats next to each other. Yuri moves her arms to her sides, letting out a deep breath and looking out at the night sky beyond the window. It's funny how they got a flopping bus thing here too. They got so many goddamn PNG backgrounds to this. The passing streetlights reflect off her eyes, shining golden over the violet of our iris. Purple eyes is pretty rare. So that's popping cool, especially like purple anime, bright eyes. I suppose it is an anime though, so I don't know what else I expected. Sinking low into my seat, I sigh in contentment. Even though we aren't talking, it just feels nice to be close to us. Sure. After a minute, Yuri signals her oncoming stop. Stand up to exit the bus with her. Yuri stops me. You really don't have to walk me all the way back. Isn't this out of your way? Yeah, but I don't need to get sick. I bought the umbrella to share with you the full way. Come on, I insist. I gently pull Yuri along with me, opening the umbrella as we leave. Thank you. You're welcome. It's quite serene now. The rain is lightened up to a pitter-patter, and the occasional breeze gently rustles the trees behind us. B? Yes? You ever notice how the light is when it's raining? What do you mean? Well, she looks around for a moment, then points at a street lamp down the street. Whenever it rains, it almost seems like the properties of light have completely changed. And it's especially obvious at night. Now she mentions it, the lights do seem a bit different. It's something that I think I've noticed subconsciously, but never really paid any attention to. A cold gust blows by, causing Yuri and I to huddle together. Our shoulders are touching at this point, providing a small smidgen of warmth. This is fun, I guess. Yuri doesn't seem to notice, or at least she's acting like she doesn't. But it might be that she's lost in her thoughts right now, though. She's been doing that more and more frequently. It's been nice to see her really open up to me. Yeah, it's almost like the lights are glowing. Well, of course, light glows, but it's, I don't know, blurry? Yuri nods her head. The way the light bounces off individual droplets seems to be a great sort of halo around the rings, the street lamps. Halo! You know what I have to do? Oh, my video didn't... Wait, no. Well, my video paused this entire time. Oh, no. I think my video might have been paused this entire time. Oh, no. Oh, that's bad. Look, look, look. Right? Especially in this white mask, janitor outfit. This is Michael Myers. I kid you not, this is Michael Myers. Bro, that Michael Myers was the first thing that came to mind, and it actually was Michael Myers. He tilts his head as his fingers filled with a hilt and a knife. Well, Siri tugs on my sleeve as the man carries on walking. Maybe he was a mime. Sure, let's go with that. Nah, bro, that's Michael Myers. The school grounds look completely different at night, with the lights out and the unusual noises absent. The whole building has a totally different vibe. I can't help but shiver slightly as we draw closer. It's crazy how the hustle and bustle of this place really brings it to life. With all of that gone, the sleeping school looks like a typical haunted building now, just using the movies. The windows devoid of any light are sinister and inviting. The faint light of the moon basks the grounds in eternal glow. Either way, we must be the only students who are breaking into school to celebrate Halloween. Hardly the most wild of places to break into, but the sight of me confirms that it's perfect for the festivity. B. Don't tell me that you're scared, Sayuri. Hey, you are too. I puff my chest out in a comedic display of Frog's bravado. I'm not. She playfully rolls her eyes. If you say so. By the way, where are the others? Right behind you. I can't help but let out a yelp of surprise at his unexpected voice caused me to jump out of her skin. Meanwhile, Sayuri's in a furious fit of giggles, shaking with laughter. Hey, what's so funny? Don't tell me you weren't scared either. I saw it coming. Okay, that costume is not really that scary. Why is it pink? Who the fuck? Whatever. Monica holds an expression torn between sympathy and amusement. Sorry, B, but it was too good of an opportunity to pass up. I should have seen your reaction. I pull her face. Very funny. Nice costume, by the way. She does a twirl. Thank you. I wasn't sure what to go with in the end. Felt weird putting on a costume. Can't even remember the last time I did anything for the Halloween. I'm guessing this is the first time you've broken into school, huh? It's not the flopping. You shouldn't be proud of that, B. Oh, come on, Monica. Where's your rebellious teenage spirit? You're a witch after all. Are you meant to get up to some mischief? Yeah, come on. It'll be a lot of fun. No one will find out. In all the excitement of preparing for Halloween, I totally forgot that Monica was a perfect student. The thought of breaking in, especially into school, must be so completely foreign to her. Still, sometimes you gotta have a little fun. Today of all days as well. A wee smile works its way to her face. Just for today. Yo, this is cool. As it turns out, breaking into a school is kinda easy. That or we just got lucky. We managed to find a window that's unlocked. The interior of the school, the darkened school, looks just as spooky as the exterior. My imagination is doing me no favors. Every sound we make seems to, exceedingly welcome. Like we stumble into a den of the monster. Oh, come on. Even with Sayori and Monica near me, I can't help but feel uneasy. I was all for the idea of breaking into school, but now they're actually inside. It's only dawned on me how creepy darkened schools really are. Man, I should break into my school in Halloween. I'll go in dressed as fopping Jason Voorhees. If I find anyone, I'd fopping bring in a goddamn machete. But a real one. Chop up anyone that's inside. It's not like anyone will know. I'm in a goddamn Jason Voorhees costume. How are people gonna figure me out? They're gonna be like, he's in a Jason Voorhees costume. How the fuck are we meant to figure this out? Bro's fopping goddamn gone somewhere else apart from fopping Camp Crystal Lake. Or they'll be like, fingerprints, but then just wear gloves. Or just like dismember your flopping hands to the point where it's literally unrecognizable to notice a fingerprint. I swear I heard a rumor a couple of years ago. A student committed suicide in this very school. That's girls' fear. But did she hang herself? Bro, that's Sayori 1.0, bro. Sayori 1.0. I shiver as a simultaneously tried to block out the memory of and remember more of it. No, that wasn't just it. She just disappeared one day. No trace of her. Almost like her very being was just deleted. Bro, this is a 1.0 reference. This is like an OG game reference. Because you know how Monica just deletes people from fucking life? Gone like that. I mentally shake myself. No, that didn't happen. These are just silly rumors that school kids like to creep each other out. But a part of me can't help but imagine, what if that actually did happen? Would a ghost still be roaming around these very halls, twisted with vengeance, prowling for victims? What if... Here we are. Monica's voice snaps me out of a very spectral spiel. We're outside the classroom and I can spot Yuri and Natsuki inside, poring over a pumpkin carving. It's a shame we're doing it in this room. Oh, why? Well, it's Halloween, right? The classroom opposite of us is where that one student hung herself. The hell? Bruh, the flopping thing just turns into a goddamn church organ. It's not even scary now. Hey guys! You two look great. That costume looks familiar, I don't know why. Ooh, thank you, Monica. I just realised I can't say Monica fast because it will sound like I'm saying something else. Hey, my nigga! It is quite enjoyable to express my love for horror in this way. Poems are, of course, gratifying to write, but this makes a nice change. Shuri wanders over, trying to figure out what Yuri is meant to be. Are you, a vampire? Yes, a gothic one. In the vein of Anne Rice's vampires. It's not too dark, is it? No, relax, Yuri. It's Halloween. It's pretty much a day dedicated to horror. It's fitting. Yeah, I really like yours as well, Natsuki. Pretty spooky. Ooh, that should be a name for today. Shuri, where the heck are you, Nat Spooky? That's your new name. It's actually a pretty good name. It's super fitting. Nat Spooky looks at Monica. I'm sticking with Nat Spooky for now. Nat Spooky looks at Monica and Yuri in a desperate plea. After getting no response, she sighs deeply and starts up again. Sayori, yeah? That is literally the stupidest thing I've heard all day. Everyone but Sayori breaks out into laughter. Hey, that's super mean. Sorry, but it's the truth. But it's cute. Cute? I'm a skeleton. How in the world is that cute? It's Halloween. The day is supposed to be, like, the opposite of cute. Well, I won't lie. That is a pretty fitting name. That's spooky. She grins. Sorry. I'm gonna end it here. Yep. We'll end it on Halloween. Oh, Michael Myerson.